Hinkle, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Do you
Yes, I
hear me?
can. Okay, your 30-second introduction. Just say hello to everybody. Tell them what you do.
Hi everyone, happy to be here. I'm Georgie, CEO of Hinkle, and Hinkle is privacy layer which enables costless and frictionless private trading on now currently on BNB chain. So you don't pay any additional fees and you don't need any additional friction to have more privacy in your favorite dApps, whether it's Uniswap or those now, but we are integrating uh, all major products that you used to have during trading experience, and we enable fully frictionless experience for this, so you don't need to do any onboarding for Hinkle. Just press one button and your trades don't appear on chain.
Okay, very nice to meet you. All right, we're going to go to our next project now, have them introduce themselves. It's going to be MIM.
Hey boys, my name is Romy. I'm one of the DAO contributor for Abracadabra.money. We are a lending platform where users can use different kind of interest-bearing collateral to borrow their stablecoin, a USD-denominated stablecoin MIM. We live on multiple chains, and just recently we have decided to revamp some of our products on BNB chain. So we're excited to be here.
Okay. Shout out to Elja, who's requested. Uh, Elja, I'm not going to bring you on the stage because we're kind of talking to some of our new projects, but I do see you. Shout out to you. Hope you're good. All right, let's go to Weave6. You are next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ethan. I'm one of the co-contributors of our platform, Wave6. Wave6 is an NFT marketplace with NFT file aggregation. Currently, our platform features a marketplace aggregator, a yield aggregator, and AMM protocols. So looking ahead, like we are going to launching more NFT file protocols to our marketplace. And yeah, really excited to be here. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, very nice to meet you as well. Passenger, you're next.
Hi guys, hi everyone. My name's Stan. I'm CEO of Passenger, and our token called Ego is the token of personal attention. We work on the creator economy field, and we bring in adoption to the BNB chain and the Web3 world general. So we are incentivizing paid interactions between the creators, influencers, and visual artists and their audience. So we're using blockchain to mint these interactions and their results in NFTs, and I hope it will bring us millions of the new users. We already have more than 500,000 users on the app.
Okay, very interesting, very interesting. Looks like we've got a pretty solid group here so far. Let's find out what Mean Finance is all about. Your quick introduction.
Hey everyone, I'm Head here from co-founder from Min Finance. We are a platform that aims to create decentralized tools of investment that allows for risk diverse, risk minimized, and those kinds of investment. We try to foster like a long-term view, their long view investment plans on this new asset thesis that is crypto.
Okay. Can't wait to hear about that a bit later. Okay, and then last but not least for these quick introductions, Buff.
Hi guys, so this is Martin. I was mainly responsible for the operation and the publicity of the team. So BuffNet is a decentralized exchange for peer-to-peer narratives. It has a completely new trading mode, allowing users to provide liquidity to each other, fully decentralized, ensuring the transparency and the security of users' assets. The unique P&L management mode reduces the systemic risk of the platform. Fast opening and closing of the positions and one-click copy orders make transaction convenient and efficient. Decentralized exchange actually have several advantages compared to centralized exchange. Decentralization, higher security, and a lower transactions fees. So we wanted to be well prepared for the next bull market. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys. So everyone has met our guests today. I want to thank them all for coming. So let's talk about the ground rules of what we're going to do today. So we're going to have 5-minute presentations from each of the projects. This is the way it's going to go. They're going to speak uninterrupted for about 5 minutes. I'm going to set a timer, guys. So speakers, if you do go over those 5 minutes, you're going to see me put a little thumbs up emoji here on the screen. If you continue to speak much longer after that, unfortunately, I will have to unmute and interrupt you just because we got a lot of speakers. We want to make sure that everybody has enough time. So make sure that your remarks are either 5 minutes exactly, or if you prefer to go under 5 minutes, that's not a problem at all. No pressure to stretch it out any longer than it needs to be. One quick housekeeping note, guys, you'll see that we posted a teaser this morning on our Twitter account for something that's really big, something that's going to change BNB chain. In fact, I saw Elja comment about this on one of our pre-hype tweets. That was pretty funny tweet, I thought. Yeah, guys, check out all that stuff, the pre-hype tweets, the video that went out today, getting a lot of traction. Yeah, stay tuned for that, follow along, and also we got the retweet from CZ today, I should say. The video went out yesterday. CZ hyped it up today. So, guys, stay tuned. On Monday, you're going to find out lots more. I think all these projects are going to benefit from what we're about to announce, too. Very cool, very cool. Okay, guys, so the presentations are going to start now. And then after you guys do your presentations, we might get into a little bit more discussion, depending on how much time we have, about advice you guys might have for Web3 developers in the space. But with that said, I am going to go on mute and allow Hinkle to do their presentation. Your 5 minutes starts right now.
Yeah, thank you. So I will start from the beginning. So the biggest problem in a privacy space currently is, first is cost, right? On average, to do private transaction on the major protocols, it will cost you from 25 to 50 bips per each. And second, is friction to adoption. So most of current privacy protocols are either L1s, L2s, or smart contracts. But even smart contracts once require the additional wallet, and then they limit the transaction size, which is insufficient and uncomfortable for bigger trades, right? What means that you should chunk the trade and then use, like this anonymity server as a funnel. So we approached this problem and thought how we can solve it. And our team resides in Silicon Valley, so it consists of cryptographers and professionals from the industry. So and then we figured out that we can actually make it almost free. So for now, Hinkle is free and it's live on BNB chain. So with one button, you deposit assets in a smart contract and generate ZK proof, proving that you have enough assets without revealing them. Then we have network of relayers, and these relayers, basically, relayer is a program that does transactions for you. So you press the button whether you want to swap, let's say, USDTs to USDC, and relayer takes these assets and swaps on your favorite tags and puts back on your shielded address that you generate inside smart contract. So it provides two layers of privacy. First is privacy of assets, so no one can see how much assets you have on your shielded address. And second is privacy of transaction. Only random addresses appear on chain, interacting with outside protocol such as Uniswap. Nothing related to original depositor appears on chain. And then whenever you have intention to withdraw the funds or do any other transaction, so if you want to withdraw, you can do this and Relayer can help, or you can withdraw on your original deposit wallet if you have money there to pay gas fees. Or we are also integrating staking, lending protocols, and you can do transaction using there and always keep your assets on your shielded address. This way, you will be invisible to the publicity, so no one can see how much assets or which transactions you made. But also you will be more secure because no one can track your wallet and actually, try to attack you. So your wallets aren't vulnerable to hack attacks. And we are just democratizing privacy, embedding it in distribution channels. So we also have our B2B side, which is B2B2C and B2B2B. So on a B2B2C, we're integrating with wallets and DEXs. We have two big integration partners that we are integrating now that you will see in the next 3-4 weeks. I won't reveal the names, but you will be surprised. As well as wallets on the roadmap, the major ones, and Hinka will be one button that will enable privacy there. In order to remove all limitations, we also removed limitation on the size. So current size for privacy in the major dApps that we use is 10K. So it's worth of 10K of assets, and 10K is USD. And we removed this limitation, but in order to use the privacy layer, we should stay compliant and we should pay a lot of attention to regulation, especially after what happened with Tornado Cash. So in order to participate in a private transaction, the user should obtain access token. So access token verifies that you are not illicit party and you don't belong to any sanctioned individuals list. In order to confirm this, you can. We are partnering with Binance, with BNB chain, so you can mint BAB token that verifies that you have access on Binance, and this allows us to prove with SBT that you are not part of any sanctions list, and you can participate in the protocol and make private transactions. We also integrate other BAP tokens, like DID KYC protocols such as Galaxy, Notebook Labs, and we have our own privacy layer as well, KYC layer, sorry, that is privacy preserving, what means that after you verify your credentials, they are stored with KYC provider with no access to the wallet address. Hinkel only has wallet address with no access to PII data, and that's what we call as a fragmented identity that enables some kind of verification on chain without revealing any sensitive data. That's more or less on Hinkel. So we are now
Okay,
on
Hinkle, I'm sorry to
retail.
interrupt. That is your 5 minutes.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I did
Thank you.
give you the thumbs up emoji. I really don't like to interrupt people, but yeah, we got lots of people to get through today. Thank you. Fascinating presentation. I think we all just learned a ton. So really
Sure.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, well done. Yo, shout out to the sound effects. Yeah, they got some really interesting sound effects here on Twitter Spaces, guys. I don't know if you know this, but they're pretty interesting. They got some interesting sound effects here. Shout out to Elon for adding those. Okay, guys. So let's wait. First thing, guys, I forgot to mention this. Make sure that you follow all the projects who are speakers right now. One of the best ways to interact with the space is not just to sit here and listen. While you're in the space, you can click on their different profiles and scroll through their content, see what they're all about while they're speaking. Make sure to smash that follow button. Show them a little bit of appreciation for taking time out of their day to chat with us on this beautiful summer's Friday. So yeah, thanks to them for all coming through. Let's make sure we appreciate them by following them along and checking out their projects. Okay, guys, with that said, our next presentation is going to be from Mim. Are you ready? Your 5 minutes starts now.
Yep, cool. So once again, thanks for having me, guys. Abracadabra is a lending platform, as I said in the past. Our design is pretty simple. The whole idea is the fact that people and users come in, and they come in with interest-bearing interest-bearing tokens as well as other sources of volatile tokens, and they're able to borrow our USD-denominated over-collateralized stablecoin MIM. Abracadabra also offers built-in leverage engine that basically allows users and other protocols to leverage up on their favorite interest-bearing tokens, such as GLP or any other kind of LP token, while still be able to farm it at competitive yields. We're very excited to be finally back on BNB chain. Our first product here is Magic Level. It's a product built together with the Level Finance team, where basically we are building an auto compounder for their tranches model that allows for users to have a better user experience by simply depositing into the Magic Level tranches that they decide, and at the same time enjoy the auto compounding benefit of the token. We are very excited to see where this is going. We're pretty sure that we're going to be able to have some kind of similar response from the community to what's been happening on our Bitroom, where our GLP auto compounder has been for months the largest in the market and one of the most used by the GMX community. We are very excited to propose our risk assessment on the Magic Level tokens in order to be added as collateral back in MIM, and we really believe that this is going to be one of the main ecosystem boosts for the BNB chain. We're always looking for new partners to basically build the Abracadabra leverage engine on top, and we're just very, very excited to see where this is going. Another thing that I would like to point out is that in the past weeks, Abracadabra and MIM have been able to launch one of their biggest improvements in quite a while. We have migrated our bridging infrastructure to a layer 0 power bridging infrastructure. Beaming MIM across chain is now the fastest that has ever been. We're seeing about between 0 and 30 seconds beaming times across side chains, and it's completely free. There's no beaming fee. Users can move their capital freely between side chains, only paying the gas fees on the receival and on the sending chains. This is very exciting because it allows arbitrageurs to take advantage of it, and we are also very, very motivated as part of the DAO contributors to see where liquidity for MIM will land on BNB chain. We're always happy to speak with different dexes on the chain itself to figure out where the best venue will be to have deeper MIM against other stablecoins liquidity directly on BNB chain. What else? I'm super excited to see how the BNB community will welcome Abracadabra. I think there's plenty of opportunities for money Legos to be built on top of our leverage engine, and I am very, very excited to see which other protocols will be the first one to be integrated into our system. I can add a couple of more stuff on how the Abracadabra ecosystem developed on other chains as well. We're seeing a massive growth on our Bitroom and similar venues, and we are very, very excited to see where this is going. Yeah.
Okay, I think that is the end. That's it. All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Shout out. Very good presentation. Yeah, I've heard lots of really cool things about MIM. So well done there. Okay, guys. So let's move right along to our next speaker. It's gonna be Weave. Weave, your 5 minutes starts right now.
Hello everyone, and thanks again for having us here. Okay, so Web6 is an NFT marketplace with NFT aggregation. As most of you know, like the current NFT market is really in a bear market, but we are really here like to build for the future. So we're actually starting by building like this NFT marketplace, and gradually we're going to aggregate more NFT protocols to really build a more efficient trading layers for the digital assets in the futures. So currently we are featuring a marketplace aggregator, a yield aggregator, and an AMM protocols. So just a brief background about like our team. Like our founding team has been working on trading infrastructure and trading derivative products development, like future contract options and leverage ETF since 2017. So we want to bring like this collective years of experience working on trading infrastructure and exchange system to the current NFT market with more efficient liquidity derivative products and user acquisition expertise. So just a quick update on our current stage. Actually, we just launched our beta version at the beginning of this month. So it's almost like 2 weeks ago. So featuring our marketplace aggregator and the yield aggregator to consolidate liquidity and bring in more incremental users. And since our launch, we have over 1,000 active users with over 1.4 million trading volume so far. And then by the end of this month, we will roll out our trader version and the AMM protocols equipped with some MM strategic tools that will enable us to offer more advanced trading features to our users, and will provide built-in product marketplace like SaaS and liquidity market maker services to our NFT project partners. So just to talk about like a brief introduction for our major product. So besides our marketplace aggregator, we offer specialized version for both collector and traders to maximize user experience. Like two other major products. One is it's called the yield aggregator. Just currently, the threshold to enter the NFT asset trading remains relatively high for new users. So many may wonder how to engage in this NFT trading asset like without initially investing like more than 10 ETH into a single NFT. Similarly, many NFT holders may seek ways to participate in NFT market arbitrage without needing to sell out their valuable hold NFTs. So our yield aggregator was designed to facilitate the cross-platform and cross-asset arbitrage. By depositing their NFTs or crypto asset, user can engage in passive NFT trading and cross-asset arbitrage. And besides that, we will have the first NFT-Fi protocols. It's AMM protocols. So the AMM protocols we are developing aims to enable our users to participate in NFT trading as LPs, which could bring in more depth of liquidities to the current NFT market, and also for creators that could lead to more to help them with to more price stabilities for the asset, assist NFT creators and projects with MM strategies and tools. And also in terms of the asset types, like currently we are actually partners like with some amazing Web2 and Web3 gaming developers. Like in the next round of the markets, we truly believe in the future or the huge potentials of the Web3 gaming. Like we want to provide, like as a marketplace, we want to provide more efficient and open trading infrastructure for those Web3 gaming NFTs going forward. So we believe this is probably going to be the next $1 trillion asset class, which has potential to brought millions of new users to the crypto and NFT market. And in the end, I would like to say like we're still like early projects, and we do have our tokenomics and rewards program to incentivize our users, and we treat our users as our partners that we can. Like our slogan said, it's a marketplace. It's also a creative hub. We're here for the NFTs for the long-term futures. So if you get the chance, please visit our website. It's wave6.com and join our Discord for more information. And we can build this hub together. Thank you all for listening, and thank you again for having us here.
Okay, almost exactly 5 minutes. That's exactly how it's done. Well done on the timing and punctuality there. Yeah, good point. Make sure to follow all these projects not only on Twitter, but get in the mix with their communities, guys. Join the Discord, check out the website. Oops, there goes the timer. Okay, guys, so that was very, very fascinating. Great to learn about Weave 6. Let's keep it moving right along to our next project. It is going to be Passenger. Passenger, are you ready? Your 5 minutes are about to start. All right, let's go.
Thank you. Hi guys, again, my name is Stan, and we'll tell you about Passenger. So as you all know, the problem with infrastructure with different layers of blockchain and transactions pretty well solving now already, and the next big wave of adoption in blockchain will come from social-fi and different kind of creator economy projects, simply because we have just the two way how to get this mass adoption, really big massive adoption, or some giant media like Facebook, Twitter will integrate, or like Instagram try to integrate NFTs or different kind of Web3 features. Or as we can see, the Facebook tried to launch their own crypto. It's a failed by the government. The Telegram tried to do the same, failed. The Instagram tried to do NFT, failed. It's all restricted. So the only way is we believe we can bring the huge adoption creators. So creators is the huge audience, is more than 50 million users in the web, and they hold giant amount of attention from different various type of these creators, like experts, musicians, influencers, different bloggers. And if we will create the product that will very efficiently solve the problems that they have, they will onboard this giant amount of audience to the Web3 and make it more native community. So that's exactly what we do in Passenger. So we built effective tool for creators. We help creators to monetize the relationship with the audience, to transform the followers into the real community that support them, that can interact with these creators. So we built few features. It's a paid chats when you paying and chatting with all these famous and people who's very busy in the mind. And for different experts, for example, you can get some consultancy and advisory. It's a memberships when you can subscribe on creator and get unique content feed from him. For example, unique content from musician, from the backstage, from how he created this music. The third feature is NFT on demand, when you can request content from the famous designer or visual artist and initially transform it into the NFT. So hold some royalties for them who create and hold some royalties for you who will sell it in future. And the last one is personalized AI models. This thing we built with a pretty amazing Stanford team, even Stanford professor in the team. And it's a models that help creators to monetize interactions with audience, not directly, even without spending the time, the audience can interact with AI model of this creator, chatting with this AI model or request the content from the designer without even asking designer to do the job. The AI model just using the style of the designer portfolio, it will create the similar ideas and designer will get paid for this. So we have already pretty amazing metrics. We have more than 500,000 users on the app. You can find us in iOS, in Android, and we have the website as well. If you want to use the Web3 features, we need to use the website for now. More than 80,000 months users, I mean active monthly users. We have revenue that we generate, more than 40,000 US dollars, and more than 45,000 creators already join our platform. So it's niche content creators, experts, musicians, sportsmen, businessmen, and a lot of Web3 famous influencers as well. And as I can see, the LJ is here. Actually, LJ already joined the Passenger. I've seen your profile, and thanks for you joining us. And we have partners with, we got accelerated by Consensus. They help us a lot. They help us to receive grants from the Google and Amazon for infrastructure for creators economy. So we do partnerships and co-host with all World Blockchain Summit in Dubai with TrestCon, and we're also incubated by Bullpair, is the launch pads and community of the VC. From the VC side is Against Associates, XT Labs, BTX Ventures, and for now, of course, we have Binance as and the BNB chain as the major partner. So in the team, we have two other co-founders. With myself, we open the experience with building the apps for my clients in Digital Studio before. More than 50 apps I was launching in the global market. And one of our co-founder already built one unicorn. It's called Unlimit.com. It's the global payment system in the Europe. So, and we integrate this payment system inside our app. So you can pay using the credit card, bank account, and withdraw money on your bank account as well. So not only crypto. And this is pretty what I want to share with you and maybe roadmap. So 2 weeks ago, we sold in the seconds our IDO. It's the last public round before we have a successful pre-sale on TokenSoft. Now we're preparing for listing in June with the major exchanges. And in the late June on the listing, we will launch our AI models for visual artists. So you can interact with visual artists, create the image based on their style and portfolio, and the visual artist will getting paid. Not like Midjourney that just stealing the styles and portfolio of the creators, teaching, educating the models, and creators got nothing. That's one of another problem we're solving for them. And yeah, join to my net in July. This is the next huge step. First, we will go to testnet and the BNB chain, and then the mainnet. It's pretty everything I want to share with you. I would love to answer your questions.
Okay, awesome, man. Thank you for that presentation. Very, very interesting from your side there. Okay, guys. I think we've got two more next. Do we have? Is it Buff that's next? Or did Buff?
I think it's us.
Yeah, Buff. Are you next? All right, go on.
No, I
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
oh, you just went. Sorry, wait, sorry, guys. Who's next?
Uh, that's okay. You or me.
hit it, hit it. You can go. Then I will
Okay,
jump.
okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So now I'm gonna talk about the BuffNet's products and its main features. So BuffNet is a decentralized exchange for P2P derivatives. Just like I said before, and BuffNet actually have a several advantages compared to many different platforms. So decentralization, of course, DEX operate on the blockchain network without the need for central authority to manage the tradings. Enabling a more transparent and tamper-resistant trading process. Also, higher security is very important because attacks are vulnerable to hacking attacks and internal fraud, whereas DEX offers a higher level of security since they store trades on records on the decentralized blockchain network, which is more secure than centralized data storage. Also, there's no shilling price here, so all the data was captured from the chain link. I mean, the last I want to mention that the lower transactions fees because DEX often charge higher intermediary fees, whereas DEX have a lower transactions fees since they don't have the intermediaries. Yeah, and the next part I'm gonna jump onto the our P&L mode management because I mean the margin, the liquidity solution of the Buff network is very unique. It's called a PVPAMM mode. The PNL pool between trading users will from a liquidity pool, and the liquidation profits users will be paid out from of the PNL pool, while the liquidation losses will be accumulating to the PNL pool. So the pool is a tool that is used to solve the liquidity issues. It's where user provided liquidity to each other, and the PL pool between traders will generate liquidity pools where the profits making users will be compensated by the PL pool, while the profits losers users will add their losses in the pool as well. So I mean, some of people may ask like, how does Buff Network deal with the initial liquidity in the PL pools? And the Buff Network officially will be the first person to provide the initial liquidity, and I mean, also some people may wondering how can Buff Network do when there's a lack of liquidity in the pool. So in this scenario, BUD token is our stable coin. Yeah. So the coins are actually automatically issued as a reward, which can be swapped for USDT when sufficient liquidity is available. When users receive the BUD and there's a sufficient liquidity in the pool, users can swap USDT with BUD in the pool, in the PNL pool by 1 to 1. So BUD token after being swapped will be automatically destroyed when holding BUD, and the holders can receive the interest sent by the platform. Also, the interest is a little higher than the one in other platform, DeFi platform does. So when you hold the BUD, the holders can open positions with it as well. I mean, also, like, how does Valve Network deal with the situation? There's a when there's a long-term liquidity storage. Also, I mean, the platform implements a special access vote, compensating users under extreme circumstance with funds from the Buff Foundation and repurchase the tokens when there's a long-term liquidity shortage, as a BUD holders failing to receive compensation for more than 15 consecutive days. So the assets from the vote will be added into the P&L pool to conduct a BUD payment. I mean, also there are a lot of people to ask like, how does Buff Network control our risk exposure? Buffnet will limit the maximum positions of a platform positions to control risk exposure. Also, Buffnet has a platform vote that pays out to users in the event of platform extremes. The vote is funded by the portion the platform governance token held by the Buffnet Foundation, and the platform profits used for buybacks. Users hold USDT and other stable coins. When the users select the desired trading pair and open the positions using USDT, after users holds the position successfully, floating profit and float loses occurs, and the users lose the positions and it generates a profit or lose. The winning part will receive money from the pool, and the losing part will deposit money into the P&L pools as well. In the last part, so I wanna mention that all the links are in our profile, and you guys can open our website, and the link can try to trade on and trading on our platform. Since we are a very brand new DEX, so we will have our one NFT airdrop giveaway for everyone to stake. And also it can produce the buff tokens as well. Okay, thank you. That's all. All right, don't forget to follow our Twitter and join our Telegram. Thank you, guys.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. That was a fascinating presentation. I believe we only have one more project left, and that would be Mean Finance. Sorry for skipping over you earlier. Thanks for your patience. Your 5 minutes start right now.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, no problem, Chris. It can happen. Hey, everyone. Head here, co-founder of Mint Finance. And thanks to everyone that has talked before me. I always love being around builders and people that are dedicating their time into our space and growing the ecosystem. Okay, so what is it that we're doing and want to achieve with our work at Mint Finance? We aim to create tools. We aim to create decentralized tools that allow for risk minimize and risk averse and long-term investment. We try to enable responsible and diversified exposure to these emerging crypto asset phases. We prioritize diversification and prudence in our approach, simplifying your investment journey into the future. That's basically the TLDR, or what we want to achieve. We want to help users to have ways of gaining exposure to these asset phases that we all believe is the future, but in a responsible way, not trying to ape in and ape out of stuff, but taking a long-term investment approach. Because I have been in the crypto ecosystem from 2016, and I have seen so many people come and go. And I think it also talks about the tools that we are building. So we try to focus on long-term investment stuff. It's because of these beliefs that we have that our first and flagship product has been a tool that allows for decentralized dollar cost averaging. For those who don't know what dollar cost averaging or DCAing is, the idea, I'm going to try to explain it pretty simple, but the idea is that whenever you want to invest in an asset, let's say you want to buy BNB, instead of insta buying 10K of USDC or BUSD to BNB all at once, you split that 10K into 10 trades of 1K each. So you execute one trade of 1K each day for 10 days. So you will spend 10K at the end. The benefit of this investment strategy is that you've still invested 10K on BNB, but instead of risking it all at once at one price point, let's say, you will be able to get the best price average between those 10 days. Therefore, you don't have to think whenever you're going to buy an asset. Let's say you wanted to gain exposure into BNB. Whenever you're about to execute that trade, I think everyone has lived through this, that is this going to be the bottom? Is this going to be the top? Like, what am I going to buy? I'm sure about this. Am I sure about this price? And sometimes you think it's the bottom and it keeps going down, and sometimes you think it's the top and you sell and it keeps going up. So the idea is that you don't have to think if it's going to be the top or the bottom. You can sell or buy for more amount of days, and you get the best average. So that's the idea of the DCA strategy, and that's one of the tools we have created. Our DCA tool also, sorry, yeah, on our DCA tool, we also have deployed a feature that's called yield-wise DCA. So the idea is that you will be able to earn yield on the assets that are idle waiting to be swapped or withdrawn from the platform. So you can choose between different yield partners. We are going to deploy this feature pretty soon into BNB with some partners that are already there. Probably we're going to let users earn yield on Venus and on Beefy. So that's going to be pretty interesting. And the idea there is to have maximal capital efficiency. So you don't have excuses to not invest wisely, basically. Because if you were thinking, okay, I'm going to lock 10K for 100 days and lose that like opportunity cost, well, you're not going to. You will be able to earn yield on the platform you choose until your funds get swapped or you decide to withdraw from our platform. Also, admin we love giving the users power. So admin, we've implemented something that we call our meta aggregator. The idea is that it's an aggregator of DEX aggregators. So I think everyone has lived through the pain of, okay, now we have DEXs, we have DEX aggregators, and now I need to go between 0x, Pancake, Paraswap, Rango, trying to find what's the aggregator that's going to give me the best price. And you're just like going along between multiple tabs and trying to understand, okay, the transactions cost here are more expensive, but it gives me more output of tokens and all of that stuff. And the idea is that we have created a meta aggregator that it's going to request all those DEX aggregators, and we're going to show you exactly what you're going to have as an output and the transaction cost. So I really urge everyone to try out that swap feature on Mint, because we try to put the power on the user, and we try to be as transparent as possible and bring value to the end user. And I think both of these products have like real clear value to the end user. One will let you invest long term and get the best price and forget about like the pains of daily trading. And the other one will help you find the best price if you do want to execute a trade right now. One of the things that I love about our meta aggregator is that you will be able to simulate each trade before you execute it on chain. So you will know exactly how much you will get before executing like an irreversible transaction that we all know it's pretty costly. So last but not least, the future, we're going to deploy lots of these kinds of tools, especially the one like DCA. So we want to give more tools to the end users and to the people to invest in crypto long term, because we believe that with the rapid space that we're living on, that it's crypto, we often forget that the ones who can survive the most markets are the one who wins. And that's about it. I hope everyone joins us in this path of fostering better ways of investing, and we try to provide value to the end user to have the best financial decisions and financial tools they can have. And that's pretty much what we are doing and what we believe in Mint Finance.
Amazing presentation. I think I learned a lot there. Sounds like you guys have a lot of interesting functionality that I personally want to check out. I hope everybody else in the audience checks it out too. You may have heard I accidentally created this noise during their presentation. That was very unprofessional. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to do a regular thumbs up, like the emoji, to like let him know his time was up, and I hit the soundboard. There's this really weird soundboard. I think the sounds are a little bit too, yeah, there you go. That's the applause. They're a little bit too noisy in my opinion. Like here's a cow. See, that's just like a little bit missed, a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit too much. I almost just want to like press all of these. One of them is like a kangaroo. I'm like really curious. This is the last one. I'm just gonna find out what this does. Oh, that's pretty funny. Like a little spring jump. That's like I don't think kangaroos really make that noise. But okay, guys, getting back on track here. I want to say thank you to all the projects that came through to the space today. Like I said earlier, they took time out of their day. We've been sitting here for an hour, learning all about the hard work that they've been doing. Make sure to drop them a follow on their accounts. Make sure to check out their websites, join their Discord. And as I said earlier, guys, BNB Chain, huge announcement coming down the road on the 19th. I cannot wait for you guys to learn more about this, and maybe it'll help your projects too in the future. I think it will. So, with that said, guys, hope everybody has a lovely rest of their Friday and a fantastic weekend ahead. The weather is pretty much amazing everywhere, guys. Summer is upon us. I hope you go outside, touch some grass, find a way to enjoy it. I know I will be. Uh, I actually will be. I promise that I will be. I will get off of Twitter and I will get onto the real world and find some way to have a good time. Hope you do the same. Okay, guys, we'll catch you next week. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Have a good
All
one,
right,
guys.
guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Cheers.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you guys.